Good morning, everyone. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options and your morning market preparation video for February 26, 2018. So, hey guys, I'm running a little bit behind this morning. I got my new computer all set up this weekend and running. And of course, you always run into a few little things that are a little bit different that you have to work around. And so I'm running just a little bit behind today. So I'm going to talk a little faster than normal. First off, Friday afternoon, we started seeing some real bullishness start to come into the market. And it really didn't begin until about Friday afternoon when those bulls really started to show a little bit of strength. Now, you don't know for sure on a Friday afternoon if that's just a little bit of weekend rotation going on or what's happening there, but we obviously showed some nice strength here and breaking above that 25,000 level on the Dow and also closing above the 50-day moving average. Now, we still have work to do, and what this requires is follow through. And unfortunately, this morning, we're going to follow through in a big way. The futures right now are indicating better than a 150-point gap up, which makes it really dangerous to chase into the trade. Kind of keep in mind right here, this little price resistance, we're gapping up almost exactly to there. Just tiny bit above that. So be a little bit careful about chasing into the market. Maintain your discipline. Do me a favor, read that morning note today. I wrote a little section on the importance of discipline and following a plan. And I can tell you after all of my years of trading, what I can absolutely point to the fact that my discipline to follow a plan is what made me successful, not my prowess as a trader. Okay, it was the discipline to stay with my rules and follow a plan that made me successful and has allowed me to trade full-time and support my family for 13 years so far. Cross my fingers that it continues to stay that way. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY showing strength yet Friday afternoon, really kicking up here. Let's take a look at a short-term chart. You can see we had that afternoon run up here, and then we just kind of, whoops, where am I at here? That's not showing me anything I want. I'm not getting clear data there. But we just had that nice little bullishness push in there Friday afternoon, making the markets look a lot better and holding that support level, which is obviously very, very important to us. Let's take a look at IWM. By the way, SPY closing above the 50-day moving average. Even the IWM managed to close above, like just a few ticks above the 50-day moving average. Now, IWM is certainly not out of the woods here, but it was nice to see that bullishness at least there on Friday. The QQQ continues to maintain market dominance, and we crossed up through this resistance area on Friday, showing strength, and now we're up here testing this resistance zone here for all-time highs. Question obviously is can we break through? So there's been a nice improvement here in the market. Now let's hope that we don't get the big reversals that we experienced last week. We get a gap up in the morning and get complete reversal. So hopefully that's not the case today, and that's why you want to be careful not to chase into a big gap up like that, because we can get those very quick intraday reversals. You chase into the market and they just gut you like a fish. So be real careful with that. Let's take a look at the VIX. Whoops. The VIX pulling back here, but one of the things I want you to kind of keep an eye on is we're pulling back into support, price support, and we're pulling back into the 50-day moving average. So this would be a logical place. If we're going to get a bounce in volatility, it would be right in this range. So be really careful here, again, chasing this gap up this morning. If we take a look at T21.22, we are right back up here. In 1 day move, we came right back up here toward this higher range. But we still have plenty of room up here before we reach that bearish reversal zone. So we've got lots and lots of things that we could, this can still be very positive today and move on up. So just be watchful that we don't end up with one of those whips in here as we try to hopefully spill some of this volatility off and get back to a little bit of normal price action where we can have a bit more edge in our trading. On the economic calendar today, we have one big report today, and we have kind of a busy week in the economic calendar. New home sales today comes out at 10 o'clock a.m. We have a couple of outside reports, Chicago Fed numbers and some some Dallas Fed numbers, but neither one of those are expected to move the market at all. It's that new home sales that will be important. So when that home number comes out, kind of keep an eye on that. That has the potential for moving the market around. Keep in mind there is a lot of stuff on the calendar this month. This week we've got durable goods, international trade, GDP coming out. So lots of economic news that will be coming down the pipe. We had about 120 companies, just over 120 companies on the earnings calendar reporting today. This earnings season just continues to drag on, and that happens in the first quarter. It just seems to take forever as we piece our way through all these earnings. We still have significant numbers of earnings even next week. So slowly we're grinding through this earnings season. So be very watchful of those companies that are about to report. Make sure you're checking and you have a plan on how to trade those. So today, be just a little bit careful in the morning. What we want to see, at least what I want to see, is I want to see after that morning pop up that we actually see buyers stepping in, following through with that price action and remaining bullish today, pushing through. If we happen to gap up and see those sellers come in instead, be really, really careful, because we could pull back very easily. A fairly common pattern is to break through that 50 and then come back and test it as support. So that would not be out of the question, or a little bit more consolidation above the 50-day moving average would not be out of the question. In fact, it would be a pretty healthy thing. So be careful not to chase today. Everyone, if this is the first time you've seen this information, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button on YouTube, or the follow me button on Facebook if you happen to be watching the video there. Also do me a favor and click those thumbs up buttons. That helps me a ton in getting those algorithms to show the video to more folks. And if you think this video could be helpful to other friends and family, please feel free to share this video. Everyone, I want to wish you a fantastic day, great profits, and I will talk to you all very soon, bright and early tomorrow morning. Take care, everyone.